Okay.
I'm going to count down from 3, 2, 1, and you're going to say, hi, YouTube, and then I'll take over from you. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, shit. Line.
God damn it!
Hello, YouTube. Kari's sick, so I'm here to poke fun at her. There, that was in the script, right? I'm supposed to poke fun of you,
God,
like
you're
do all
such
the
a
usual
good
stuff, like.
talker, Tia. I can't believe it only took you 4 attempts to say a single line. You've got a future ahead of you in YouTube yet. I'm gonna have to
Anyway,
edit
welcome
this
on
so
in,
much.
folks.
By the way, guys,
Apparently,
just so...
we're watching a Jaiden video, and it's gonna be silly.
Yes, and if you want to see the unfiltered and unedited versions of all of my videos, along with the spit takes, the nonsense, early access, and loads of other goodies, go check out the Patreon right now. But otherwise, we have a Jaiden video to watch about cats. I love cats, and I know that Tia loves pussies, so here we are.
The title and thinking, Jaiden, aren't you allergic to cats? And to that, I'd say, yes, kind of. I'm actually not.
The most normal cat owner are those who are allergic to cats. Because at that point, you know they're committed.
Not sure anymore.
It's true.
And for the people who know anything about me, you might see the title and think, Jaiden, cats are literally the #1 natural predator to birds. And to that, I also say, yes.
But that means that you have a natural competitive habitat. It means that you are always on guard. You're always prepared. It's not a bad choice. It's an act of training to keep your senses alert.
That one's 100% proven fact. So let me back up a bit and explain how we got here. Because
God, I love Jaiden's animation. I know that Jaiden doesn't do all the animation herself anymore. She's got like an entire string of animators working for her. But my God, this is the kind of shit I want to be able to do if my Patreon ever gets off not enough. Like, I want to start hiring people to streamline and just get people helping do work so we can get this kind of content out myself.
Stacked against the
Until
idea
then,
of
we're
me
stuck
getting
making
a cat.
slop.
Growing
Yippee!
up, I was irrefutably
Batting
and
in a donut hole.
absolutely allergic to cats. My best
Okay,
friend
real
had,
question,
like,
everyone.
3
Real
of the
question.
things.
Real question. Are you a cat or a dog person? Hey, before the video goes any further, I just want to let you know that we have a Patreon where you can support me, the fantabulous Makari, and get awesome perks for it, such as behind the scenes footage, early access, Patreon exclusive reactionaries, and voting on future content, and so much more. Or heck, you can even just follow for free to get updates on all the goings on within the Kari mansion. With all that being said, thank you very much for listening, and please enjoy the video.
I'm not allergic to either. I like all.
I mean, so do I, but you have a preference.
And every time I would hang out or sleep over
Or
at
are
her
you
house,
the
I would be
third
a
option?
sneezy,
Snake
watery-eyed,
person.
snotty mess.
No, Willow's not here.
Can I have some water?
Oh my
Given
God.
the fact my brother was also
Okay, real talk.
That's
we
right.
had someone back in my high school, and I remember this as clear as day. We had someone in my high school who was deathly allergic to poison ivy, and the teachers and headmasters in the school, as a duty of care, they had to keep the grounds completely free from poison ivy and anything that'd be dangerous to kids. Duh. So this guy, I wasn't with him for this, but I heard the story, and it's so fucking funny because I saw him having to go to the doctors with this. We were all playing up on the field. He and his little group were off near like one of the embankments at the far side, and there's this little lip that sort of branched the boundaries of the school field and the field that was next door. Anyway, the problem was we knew that the field next door had poison ivy, but the teachers had told us it had been absolutely cut free. There was no poison ivy anywhere in the grounds. So anyway, these guys are playing football, and you know they were kicking the football around, and this guy was stood next to that fence and everything, and he gets kicked the ball, and it gets kicked at him just slightly too hard, and he takes it square in the chest and ends up falling backwards, and he sort of rolls down this embankment. He ends up landing in a pit. Not just a pit, but the pit where they had dumped all of the poison ivy that they had trimmed. My guy came out looking like he was suffering from leprosy. Not only did he swell up, not only did he have an adverse reaction to this to begin with, but motherfucker looked like he'd been in some kind of burn victims unit by this point. And they called in ambulances. Teachers were rushing around. Kids got taken out of class. I have never seen such an immense reaction. But the funny part about all of this, the guy was laughing the whole time. My guy looked like he was a burns victim unit, and he was like, "Ah, yeah, dude, it's gonna give me like 3 days off school."
Way to keep your chin up.
Sorry?
I said, way to keep your chin up.
Yeah, like this dude was an absolute baller. He took that square on the chin. He's like, I may be in immense pain, but at least I'm getting a day off from it. Funny enough,
that picture of Jaiden, literally like 4 frames back. That's why I can't have a cat. That's how my husband looks around a cat.
Yeah, that's kind of what this guy looked like falling into the poison ivy as well. Like, it wasn't a nice sight to look at, but the dude was so... Like, the guy was just eating from his packed lunch whilst an ambulance was tending to him. You wouldn't have thought that he was having an immense allergic reaction, but to this day, it still sits in my head and makes me giggle a little bit. Am I a sadist? Am I evil? I mean, we all laughed about it.
I have some water. Given the fact my brother was also allergic to cats, it was set that we were a dog family. My whole life, I went around not giving cats a second thought. I never had anything actually against them, but since I was forced...
All right. Tia, we're going to do a test. And chat, people on YouTube, that was my PowerPoint presentation. That was not what I was supposed to open. We're gonna do a little test, okay? We're gonna do a little test. Evil.
Shedding.
Plot, okay, one that kind of goes in the middle for both sides. Plots, world, domination. Like, that goes on both sides because you can use that to your advantage. Also, one that goes in the middle.
I love that you
spawn of Satan, gateway to hell.
I love that you spelled independent wrong, but you can spell domination without even hardly thinking about it.
Need I explain
a lot about
why?
You, sweetie. Go ahead, sweetie. Tell the people.
No, we're going back to the video.
To stay 20 feet away from them or suffer the consequences. I just couldn't get to know them. Plus, as a kid, dogs were always more appealing.
Dogs are so much simpler. Their fors and are against are so much smaller, but they're so much more weighty with what they are. Dogs, for, cute, adorable, woof, against, shits everywhere, stupid sometimes.
Okay, but look in your DMs and tell me you don't want these two.
I am being sent some puppy pics. Yo, puppy pics? Oh, they're so cute. And they're sleepy. They're sleepy little guys.
Tell me you don't want those sweet girls in your house.
I'd rather have you in my house.
Bigger fans of playing and running around, be more approachable with their genetically bred unconditional love, and can overall be more forgiving. Cut to like 2 catless decades for me later, and I'm meeting Jacob.
Why do all these videos have to make a mention about time passing? I don't need existential dread.
Fraser is extremely social.
20 years ago.
So he's always expecting nothing less than a never-ending stream of attention from the people.
That's probably something we could put on the against for cats. Well, maybe 4 as well. They're very needy. Very needy.
He's very cute and distinguished.
So are you, but I don't complain that much.
Foolproof plan.
Yeah, but I'm a human. I make sense that I'm needy.
Fraser realizes he's not getting any attention out of me and sits down nearby on the couch. But a bit later,
and then they'll start knocking shit off the side.
Making an appearance. This one's Taylor. She's normally really shy and hides, but does really like
what a fluffy little creature,
which I am. Taylor ended up crawling onto me and making herself really comfy in my womanly lap. Jacob, knowing I'm allergic, offered to take her away, but this was actually the first time a cat has ever done something like this to me.
To be fair, whenever like a dog or a cat or any kind of like pet animal willingly like crawls up to you and just curls up in your lap, it's like, oh my god, friend, it acknowledges me as its friend. I didn't need to grab it and put you in my lap. I didn't need to coax you. You just did that naturally. Oh my god, someone loves me.
I've always been a bit of a cat magnet, if you want to call it that, because I act like the
cagnet.
You know what we call that in the business, right?
What do we call that, Kari? You're gonna say pussy magnet, aren't you?
Yup.
don't exist, which they interpret as me not pushing their boundaries and creating a comfortable environment for them to come up to me on their own terms. But never have I felt like a cat has chosen me like this before. I told Jacob I'm happy to let her stay comfortable on me, and I'll just reap the consequences of my sowing later on. This was my first extremely positive experience
it's fine.
with a cat, and I honestly felt really happy.
If you end up being allergic to an animal, pussying out, pussying out and not accepting your dog or cat just because you got an allergicness to it, that just tells me you're a pussy. You gotta down those antihistamines and love that animal like no man's business.
Special and wanted to enjoy it. A few hours later, I'm saying my goodbyes, and during the drive back home, I realized I was completely fine. No sneezing, no issue.
Hey, fun biological fact. Do you want to know why some people are allergic and not allergic to some cats and dogs? It's because of something called dander. If your dog has long fur, you might be allergic to dogs or cats with short fur, but not allergic to dogs or cats with long fur. Yeah, biology.
Guys, straight up nothing. I was so confused and curious. Thus, the start of my little cat experiment began.
Dander.
Every time I went over to Jacob's place, I would let the cats be as social as they wanted with me. If Taylor wanted to sit by
or your
me,
biology's improved and you've evolved as a human to develop an immunity to cat poison.
While we were watching a movie, Taylor literally decided to lay down on my neck, filling everyone.
Yeah, you think that these cats are trying to be cute and adorable? Nah, this is the cat's plot to take over the world. Remember, back to the poll. Plots of world domination. The cats are biologically created to be poisonous to humans by touch. But over generations and millennia, we as humans have developed immunity to their poisonous callogenic nature. But sometimes we still get adverse reactions, and then sitting on your lap, that is their way of marking you for death.
My breaths with cat dander and hair. And you know what?
Is that why you're so puppy?
No reaction. Not even a little drip of mucus. Somehow, sometime, I'd grown out of my cat allergy and never noticed. Apparently, every 7 years, people's allergies have the chance to change. Maybe being surrounded.
Wow, you can tell she's D&D pilled. Every 7 years, you have the chance. It's like pulling a friggin' shiny holographic from a Pokemon pack of some kind.
By my friends' cats all throughout my childhood could have helped my body get more familiar with them. Either way, I've now unlocked the skill to survive cats. Oh,
you rolled a nat 20 in your cat immunity.
Now that I'd been freed from my shackles, I immediately started taking time to get to know cats more. Instantly, they felt.
So, this is the story about how Jaiden got pussy. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. So much more cute and cool and approachable, and it was
I'm not gonna lie, whenever I start living by myself, wherever I go to, I do want to get a pet.
Out at Jacob's place,
probably a cat, because I don't have to look after it as much as a dog would.
And purr and
I mean, you already have a collar,
so. By a cat. So I really like cats now. And after some time, I decided I wanted one too. Jacob and I decided to peruse a local cat rescues website just to see what cats were available.
Hey, and here's a really awesome thing, guys. Always go for a shelter. Don't go to those cat farms or dog farms. Make sure you go to shelters and rescue animals because they deserve it. Don't be an asshole.
I don't want to get one right away. There's a lot I have going on, but it doesn't hurt to. Oh my god, that one! I want that one so bad. It's so cute. What's its name? Tostada. Tostada, my beloved. We have to send in an application. We have to. Hi, my name's Jaiden. I love this cat. Please let me adopt it. Please. What? You guys know me. I'm weak-willed and impulsive. My first mistake was liking cats.
What? Somebody with ADHD being weak-willed and impulsive to buy things on impulse. Wow, couldn't be me. Smiles looking at the $200 of Pokemon cards that I ordered for a joke as my stream thing.
You did what?
Reached out a few days later. For
it was a donathon challenge
to make sure we would be a good fit to be cat parents. After being approved, they told us we could pick any cat we wanted that was in their care. Of course, I asked about Tostada, but we were given the unfortunate news
Kitty
that
Kari
she had
exists.
already been
Listen, I know I say I'm a dog person, but I am such a cat person that I literally sometimes, on occasion, very rarely, never actually, sometimes have occasionally been known to dress up as a cat.
What? Oh, right. I forget because you're furry.
I'm not a furry.
We looked at the other cats
I'm not.
available
I just
on
like
the
cats.
website, but
fursuit.
unfortunately, none
You
of them
own a
really stood out to
fursuit.
me. The rescue ended up inviting us to a little
we haven't
meet
opened
the
them
cat-
yet. So I got a line on the new set coming out. We have an entire display set booster packs coming very, very soon, and we're gonna be doing like an opening stream with them. It's gonna be fun.
Cats event they were
That'll be
hosting
fun.
where we could see all the cats they had up for adoption in person, which was awesome because that was actually the first time I'd ever actually seen
Kitties!
and held a kitten before. It was amazing, but as cute and tiny as they all were, there still wasn't one that called to me. I pried Jacob away from the kittens, headed home, and we started waiting. Every day I would check the rescue's cat list to see if any new ones caught my eye. I didn't even know what I was looking for, but
Speaking of Pokemon. Wow. You know, funny thing actually, I'm planning with that stream. I'm planning on doing like it as an event. I'm planning on giving away like the best pulls that I get to people from the patron and the community. So you know, definitely worth being part of it when we do it. But God, I'd be struck with indecision if I ever wanted to get a cat. I would need to make sure I'd need to get it quite young because I'd want to make sure it was well-tempered and was used to me. I don't know. I just there's so many like swings and roundabouts with getting a cat or a dog.
Waited for
I
the
miss having a
universe to
cat.
send me my perfect cat nonetheless. One morning I refreshed the page
Oh
and
my God,
saw
is that
one
is
new
that
kitten
Jaiden
added.
Miku?
A tortie they found in some dumpster named
No,
Scrabble.
that's,
with the
Creator
biggest
Minecraft.
eyes and forehead I'd seen in my
Look at
life.
that little guy!
Something about this bizarre little creature called to me. I messaged the rescue about Scrabble and they told me she's available, putting me in touch
Scrabble,
with
it's such a
Scrabble's
good
foster
name.
parents. Every day they sent me new little pictures of kitten Scrabble, and every photo I felt more and more in love with her.
I
She
want
seemed
this
so
little
silly
guy.
and playful and
I want this little guy.
Those-
Hey, wait a minute. Wait, guys. I need you to know. I know we have like guys. Why would you ever want Kitty? You need to know we have Kitty at home. Guys, wait. What if? Hold up.
Oh no.
Hold up.
She's
No,
off
wait,
again.
no. Don't
No. She says no.
Wait. I need you to see this. I need you to see this. I need you to see. No. Look. Derek Kitty. We have a cat in the mansion. It's Derek, but as a cat. Isn't he adorable? Yeah, it's the Derek Kitty. What a cute little pussy cat. He gave up being a demonic arm and just decided to prowl around the mansion as a kitty cat. I guess that sells it. I guess I am a cat person. Yeah.
eyes.
Anyway,
We got
that's
on a
me showing my
video
pussy.
call,
I hope
and
you
they
enjoyed.
told me all about how big of a personality she has. Out of the 5 other kittens they were fostering, she was by far their favorite. The whole time we were talking, Scrabble was flipping around in their arms and looking at the camera with her giant orbs. I left that
Orbs.
call knowing I found my cat. I needed to have little kitten Scrabble. Meeting her in person
He's a
only
little
cemented
guy.
it. She was shy at first,
And this is
but
what we're
after
talking about when it comes to
flinging
memes
around
about
her worm
cats.
toy, she immediately started hopping around.
Okay, real talk. I feel like people have more stories about cats being assholes than dogs being assholes. One of my dad's friend's wife. We used to go around their place quite frequently, and this wife had a cat, a black tabby cat called Whiskers. And this
How
thing
original.
was quite literally the spawn of Satan. For her, the wife, the most obedient thing imaginable, would sit on her lap like Adam, I'm trying to think of a reference, like Tia sitting in my lap right now. But
Hey,
the second anybody else would come close to this cat, this thing would turn into a spawn of Satan. We came round one day, and they would have to lock this cat in the front room whilst we were visiting normally, because, you know, it was a little shitbag. And I remember one day I was going through the house because the parents were talking and we were bored. We were playing with their kids, and we noticed that they'd left the front room door open. And at the time we were like, oh no. Well, maybe it's just outside. You know, maybe it's fine. So me and the family's kids were playing upstairs in their room, and they asked me to pull out a toy from under their bed. So I reach under the bed and I pull my hand back and realize that I've got 2 gaping big claw marks down my arm. And I'm like, oh. Only I didn't say oh because I was 9. I instead went, ah! And proceeded to cry and bleed all over the place as the little gremlin underneath the bed that'd been hiding there scooted out, ran downstairs, and hid in its mummy dearest's lap. And the audacity was that my dad's friend's wife had the audacity of blaming me. That clearly the cat couldn't have been the problem. Clearly it was me harassing the cat. Clearly it was me that scared the cat. No sympathy for the fact that I was gushing blood all over their floor. Anyway, cats can be great, but they can also be little shitbags. Spawns of Satan!
I talked a lot to her foster parents, and they just gushed about how they wish they could keep her since they all loved her so much. Even though the rescue called her Scrabble, obviously that was more of a placeholder name. The foster parents called her Cammy, but neither of those really fit to me. However, I knew one name that I liked.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I stole another kid's name and pasted it on mine. So what? Big deal. Tostada is a great name. My Tostada is way more of a tostada than the other Tostada anyway. Look at her. I would have left with little Tostada in my arms that moment if I could, but unfortunately, just
honestly, hey, listen. Anything that does the bilateral non-synced blinking,
blink blonk.
That's my people. That's my people, because they have not a single thought going on between their ears. Just like me.
Jacob and I were going out of town for 3 million weeks and had to wait to take her home until after we came back. She was all
Does Jaiden really have a Miku car?
She doesn't. Fucking what's his bucket does, though. Puppies.
Oh my veritable
yeah, it's
gods.
Alpha Red's car. That's actually Alpha's car. That's Jacob's car, and he gave it away.
Oh, that's
he doesn't even have it anymore.
That's Jaiden. That's actually Jaiden animation. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's fucking hysterical.
Yeah. This car existed. They got pulled over in Washington State or Oregon.
The only thing more cringe than this would be having like a VTuber on your car.
People, you know. Yeah, I was gonna say, it exists, hon. It exists.
Oh, I mean, look, I love Mousy. She's one of the few like big name VTubers that I've had the time of day for. I've spoken to them on so many occasions, and we've had like some really great engagements. Mousy might be the only person that I would want to see on the side of a car. But holy shit, that's cringe.
Senpai Squad.
Imagine, dude, imagine driving around like that. You'd get stopped by every police officer saying, are you sure you're supposed to be within this proximity of a high school?
Entire time I was shoving Tostada photos in everyone's face every chance I got. The foster parents were sending Tostada updates every day. I was overflowing with yearning for this cat. She was growing and learning about the world without me. Take me home to my child. Literally the moment Jacob and I landed, we drove straight from the airport to the foster home to pick her up. I could not wait.
That sounds like the excitement I had for getting my first PlayStation 2.
I couldn't believe
Butterflies in my stomach. Mom, we need to go to the shop to get my PlayStation 2.
Owners, but it's the best mammal in the whole wide universe. Jacob and I.
Wrong. You want to know what pet is better than all of those that would take that first spot pedestal? Guys, it's honestly, it's not a dog, it's not a cat. It's me. I'm the one on the top of that pedestal. Take me home. Take me home and love me and care for me unconditionally and pay for everything that I exist around. Please. I desire attention. I will only shit on your floor half as much as a cat or a dog would, and I will only eat your house out of house and home half as much as a cat or a dog. And on the upside, when you fuck me, it's not going to be considered weird.
So, chat, she said no, but it's actions
Whole
like this
wide
that say
universe.
yes.
Jacob and I spent the entire day
Kari,
playing
you're
with her,
such a
letting
good
her
girl.
get used to
Shut
her
up,
new
shut up,
surroundings.
shut up.
She was so cute and so tiny.
I don't
There's
think
a
I
video of her
will.
eating wet food with a big old chomp. As someone
Oh,
who's
God,
owned
okay.
birds for 7 years at that
There is
point,
no animal in this world where you can tell me that their wet food looks appealing. Like I have occasionally eaten a dog biscuit like once in a while as like a fucking like, oh, we're feeding the dogs. Hey, you know, they're not too bad tasting. In fact, I went into a pet store a while ago and they were giving out sprats for the dogs. And I was like, oh, I'll have one. Because it's a sprat. It's a sprat. It's just
You're not
literally a
supposed
fish.
to let the intrusive thoughts win.
But if they're not supposed to be eaten, why are they tasty?
Kari.
What?
Look, just because I put a collar on you and I call you my good girl and I give you head pets and belly rubs.
I'm so glad I'm ill because this is not working on me in the slightest.
it
That's
felt
fine.
so strange to have
It's
a
for
pet
the
that was
bit.
significantly less fragile.
You're not.
Yeah, if I
supposed to
wasn't
actually
ill,
eat
I'd be
dog
flustered as
food.
fuck, surely.
You mean this thing can't fly up and get hit by
That
the
or you're finally
ceiling
getting used
fan?
to it, which is
Insane.
unfortunate.
I've had Tostada for a while now. She's 2 years old at the time of me
Aww.
posting this, and let me tell you, this thing
More
has
cat pics.
become a creature. First of all, eyes still.
Can we take a moment to appreciate how Jaiden can make a fucking banger video about just literally owning a cat? It's like that beautiful combination of slice of life mixed with like sort of experience by proxy. It's like, man, I wish I could own a cat. Oh man, Jaiden owns a cat. That's adorable. I wish I could own a cat. But yet, it's also just like great animation for something so simple and mundane. I fucking love it. This is the kind of shit YouTube needs more of rather than fucking Prime and Lunchables and Mr. Beast. Ah, that hurt.
Fine. And she never blinks.
Maybe
Look at
don't
this.
do that,
She was
dummy.
sitting on my desk looking like that long enough for me to notice, get my phone out of my pocket, pull up the camera app, put the camera in her face, and take a photo. And here's like 4 more. She is also not...
Hold on. Okay. Let's take a moment to admire this pussy. Wow.
That's a fucking cute cat, though.
That is
a cute cat.
That is a cat that has seen many things. Too many things. This cat has seen the underside of hell. This cat has seen...
Oh my god, it's just you.
Shut up!
This is literally just you.
Me when I have an actual thought. Did I just have a thought? Wow.
She is also not
the
that
moment your
smart.
camera
I'm sure you
comes
can
on.
deduce that by how she looks. But
Yeah,
this thing
streamers
has a
when they press the
single
go live
brain
button.
cell, and it's just another version of herself up there with a joystick. Jacob and I are fully convinced she can only form a few thoughts a day, and only in single word noun.
What? This is me. This is actually me. No, I don't like it.
This is literally
I don't
just
like
you.
it. I don't like it.
Man, this is just
Look,
you.
I had a thought about this whole thing.
I knew I
didn't
smelled
like it.
something.
I didn't like it. I had a
I knew I
thought.
smelled smoke.
It's my first thought of the day, and it really hurt, but I tried.
Evidently, Tostada is also very scared of everything. Always has been. Loud noises,
Okay, that definitely
quiet
isn't me.
noises, no noises,
pipe clang,
movement of
ew.
any kind. Even Jacob,
Yeah.
a person she's been around all her little life post-dumpster. There's been times where he'll be at his desk, moves his chair just a smidge, and she's darting out of the room.
This sounds like the dog that lives at my house currently. This dog will hear like a car going by outside, or I'll move my chair slightly differently to normal, and it'll start barking its head off.
One time we were trying to explain to some friends how skittish she genuinely can be, and demonstrated it by grabbing a toy literally in front of her, raising it up a bit, lightly dropping it on the floor, still in front of her, and she bolted. You know how cats are genetically built to be good at balancing? Well, Tostada can't even do that. She trips and falls and misplaces her feet all the time.
Aw.
On multiple occasions, she has tried to walk across
But at least
my
she's
L-shaped
trying.
desk and just missed and
At
fell
least
down.
she's
That's
trying.
Like the one thing that makes a cat, and nope,
It really is
doesn't
you.
hit the
At
mark
least
there
she's
either.
trying.
She's gotten better, but as a kid,
That's been my mantra for all of this stream and the last stream, what I've been ill for. At least I'm trying. It might not be a good stream. I might not be very good at what I do currently. But at least I'm trying. And can I get an amen for that? Am I still at least not trying?
Kitten,
Boo, get off
Tostada
the
couldn't
stage.
even jump. After I built her first cat tower, I watched as she attempted to jump up to the second level, not quite make it, and had to slam her arms down on the thing to hoist herself up like she was mountain climbing. But oh, is she the sweetest little thing. When I got a cat, I was expecting it to want its own space, come around when it wants.
Oh no, some cats are immensely clingy. That same dog that I mentioned, if it has like a moment where it feels like you're giving attention to something, like you know when there's that meme of cats sitting on your keyboard. Do you want to know why they do that? It's because they're jealous. It's a thing of, why are you giving all your attention to this thing? Clearly, if I sit on it, you'll give me attention instead. It's literally a clinginess thing. They're jealous of the thing you're playing with. They're jealous of what you're giving attention to.
Is that why you keep taking my keyboard away?
Yes.
You know, general cat things. But this creature follows me from room to room with those high beams of hers. She sits on my lap while I'm at my computer, lays on my giant Pokemon plushes, mostly just looks.
By the way, when I move house, I'm going to start collecting some kind of plushie so I can have an entire game room filled with cute, adorable things.
Up at me
That
from the
sounds
floor
awesome.
and just stares. When I'm sleeping, she'll just crawl into bed and tuck herself up right next to me. Look at all these photos of her straight up on me when I'm sleeping. Don't look too close though, I don't have makeup on. Bedtime is sacred to her. She loves bedtime. If I'm working late, Tostada.
Yeah, she loves bedtime, unlike every cat that then wakes up at exactly 2:33 in the morning and will treat your house like an Olympic sprinting room. Like all of a sudden it hits 2:33 in the morning and they get this sudden burst of energy and treat your house like they're trying to run for gold at the Olympics. And then that becomes your problem. Like, look, mom, I'm sprinting. I'm going to win gold, mom. And then they sort of just, they do that for exactly 9.3 minutes and then they'll go back to bed.
Will come into my office around 9 or 10 p.m., aka past Tostada bedtime, and just start crying, scratching on my chair, rolling around on the floor. It's pitiful. And if I still don't move after that, she'll go into the bedroom and drag over her string toy she always plays with. It's just so sad and pathetic.
God, I wish my voice wasn't completely fucked for this. I really do. Like, I feel like I want to say some stuff, but I'm so paranoid with how my voice is right now. Like, I want to make cute little noises, but I can't. Listen, this is the best I can do.
It's so cute how she tries.
It's cute. You mean pathetic, right?
Please play string with her when she brings it over, though. Don't worry. But lately, she's picked up another routine habit, which is pats. Not all cats like the pats, but Tostada lives off them. It's when you just slap.
Now, Tia.
Ma'am.
Tia.
Kari.
Tia.
Kari.
Not a word.
Kari.
Tia. Shush.
Kari.
Tia, shush your face. Do not bring up my petting fixation. I swear to God. Don't laugh at me! Don't laugh at me! I need physical affection. It's not my fault that I enjoy it in the variant of head petting. I hate the fact you're laughing so much. I really do.
A cat's butt, and it looks like you're hurting them, but they actually love it. However, Tostada is really particular about pats. First of all, I'm the only one allowed to give her pats. Jacob has tried. And
so this is the difference between dogs and cats, right? Dogs are, love me human. Cats, on the other hand, yes, human, you may pet me exactly 9.7 times. Any more, and I will scratch you. Any less, and I will scratch you. Also, human, it is 3:45 a.m. I now require to piss and shit on your carpet simultaneously for the daily allotment of harassment to you.
She runs away scared and offended every single time. Second, she has to receive pats on a specific spot on the floor of the closet. If I try to give her pats in like my office, she bolts.
Wait, this cat literally has autism. ADHD, autism, and is like neurodivergent to all hell. There's no wonder people see themselves in this cat. Jesus Christ.
floor spot, staring at me
Kari,
to continue.
you're the only one who
Also,
sees herself in the
she
cat right
feeds
now.
the cat every single
You
night.
and the cat.
Like clockwork, she'll
Spirit
sit like
animal.
a gargoyle in front of the closet and cry pitifully until I come over there. Now, when I finally come over for pets, she'll flop on the floor and start horizontally rock climbing her way across the floor with her claws and tangle herself.
It's literally
up in the
just you. How the fuck
Shut
did you get in a
up!
video?
It is not me.
How did you end up in a Jaiden video like this?
It's not. Wait, you know, actually, if you put on the rose-tinted goggles.
While I keep up the pats. You think I'm joking, but I'm very much not. This
You better
is
have a
the
video.
only way she accepts
You better have a
pats,
video.
and I have
Have
to
some-
give them to her every night. Or
You better
else
have
she's
some the receipts for
miserable.
this.
Tostada's world is so small. She's really just around me, Jacob, Taylor, and Frasier. But she loves her simple family so much. When Kitten Tostada first met Frasier, she was terrified of him. She'd been around other adult cats before, but she'd never seen a flat cat in her life, and she was mortified. Of course, she's since
I've
warmed up
never
to him.
heard that term, flat cat. How much do you hate your cat that you call it a flat cat? It's like owning a pug, right? It's not their fault they were born with that. Genetics, man. Friggin' humans gene splicing and shit.
When they play together and hang out all the time, they're best friends. But Tostada loves Taylor. Always has. She looks up to Taylor like a little
Taylor's
baby
like the anime
sister
protagonist of
admiring her
Cats.
cool, awesome older sibling. Unfortunately, Taylor hates it. They literally have a SpongeBob Squidward type of sibling relationship, and Tostada is so oblivious to it. Taylor has annoyingly swatted at Tostada so many times just for existing around her that Tostada now thinks it's a fun little
Tia. Taylor is you.
Kari.
Taylor is you. This is just our relationship in a nutshell. This is just
Yeah,
our
it is.
relationship. What the fuck? This is you and
Yeah.
me. How did we both end up in
Yeah.
a Jaiden video? Holy
The joke. The funny part is, I'm not the one who's living in denial over
I
it.
can't laugh. It hurts.
Yeah,
game
well,
they
sometimes
play,
the truth
and will
does,
start
hon.
chasing and swatting back at Taylor happily, not understanding cat social cues. Of course, never in a way that's too far, but just enough to get on Taylor's nerves even more. Between the three of them, they all have such different little personalities and relationships to each other.
I was about to ask, hey, can we get an entire cartoon series based around this? But I just realized that's just Simon's cat. Do you guys remember Simon's cat?
Yeah.
Is that still
Yeah,
going?
that
It
is-
is, right?
Yeah, it's still going. It's still going. They also
Because
did a
like
Kickstarter for
I had this
There's
like
Kari, there's a Simon's Cat game coming.
no. Oh my, it is. It's still going. I mean, it's not really like I don't want to say it's doing bad on views because it's getting like 100k, 200k for each video. Okay, never mind. Apparently, this one got 3.6 million. So Simon's Cat's still popping. Like when did the, oh god, oh no, oh I'm gonna press the oldest button in it.
I'm kidding. It doesn't bother me that much. You're the one who's old.
Ouch. And I remember watching this when it came out.
I do too.
remember watching this when it came out. Oh, that's depressing. Oh.
It's made our lives so much more entertaining. And to anyone concerned about the birds, don't worry. I've got Ari and Tofu very separated from the cats. They're safe in their own blocked off room connected by a double door system that ensures no possible interaction between bird and cat. If anyone is thinking about getting cats and birds as pets, it is possible, but just make sure.
You want to know what that's called? TLDR? Being responsible.
The two are very separate, especially
Dude,
if you have smaller.
I straight up remember there was a video.
What a
That
thing
was-
to pause on.
Yeah,
What a thing to
there
pause
was,
on.
you know what? That's Nemo right there. That's Nemo.
That's our thumbnail.
There's a straight up video out there of this woman who's saying, "Oh yeah, my my cat loves my budgies. Yeah, no, they're great." And literally no like 3 seconds later, the fucking cat jumps at the bird. Just my god.
Jeez.
I'm sorry. Like if you put, it's like putting a a chicken in the same room as a python. Sure, they may coexist for 5 minutes, but they ain't gonna be coexisting for long.
Birds like conures or budgies. I'm sure there's people out there that have trained their cats to be fine around a pet bird, but to me, all it takes is one accident or attack for you to just...
So the weird thing is, right, cats are colorblind, and a big reason why they they'll hunt something, but to them, when they kill a bird or something, or a rat or whatever, the reason they never eat the damn thing is because blood to them is green. And the smell of blood is an immense irritant to them. So they'll kill something, and usually it's done out of like a hunting shenanigan thing, but they'll never eat the damn thing because it's not something they're actually doing. A lot of the time it's just for sport and their predator instinct.
Not have a bird anymore. Plus, having the two of them takes a huge amount of time and commitment.
Shank, yeah, they are currently on my Patreon. I don't think I can re-upload them in their current form because they just get taken down. I've tried. I have tried.
In terms of allergies, I do think I was originally still a little bit allergic to tostada, ironically. When I first got her, I was sneezy and sniffling. Nothing allergy pills couldn't fix, and it never was as bad as my original cat allergy. But I think I've been growing out of that one too, because nowadays I don't have any reaction to her at all. Bodies are a mystery. I am building my immunity.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Skunk. I mean, it is up on my Patreon. I have made them realistically relatively easy accessible.
Tostadas just got such a funny little personality and has become such a big part of my life. She may be the description of autism, but I love her more than the world itself, and I know I'm the center of her little life too. I don't even see her as a cat. She's just a little creature that follows me around looking weird, but I love it. And
okay, but have you considered owning a ferret? It's like a cat but long boy.
I'm so glad I grew out of my cat allergy just so I can have her.
Don't get a ferret if you can't own a cat. Honestly, ferrets as cute and as adorable as ferrets can be, they are very, very aggressive creatures in some cases. They can be loving, sure, they can be kind of cute, but they will bite you twice as hard as any cat could ever bite you. And they are way harder to look after. They're also cohabited animals, meaning you have to have two of them at the same time, otherwise they get very lonely.
It really has been so different owning a cat, mainly because I know Tostada won't just bite me at any given chance.
Oh, look at all these cute little avian
creatures. Thanks for watching the video. Heads up, I'm going to be announcing new merch again soon, so be on the lookout for that. The last drop went so well, and I'm really glad that so many of you guys enjoyed it. I'm so excited to finally be getting back into making fun merch, and it really helps me out a lot.
Oh, this is great. All right, this was a fun video. I love anytime Jaiden puts something out, it's always worth a watch, guys. The link to this will be in the description of the video. Tia, thank you for joining us. So after this, are you a cat or a dog person?
I am still a insert